Everyone wrote off Jeep in Europe. The last Compass sold to nobody who wasn't already a Jeep loyalist, because it felt like an American car translated into German by someone who didn't speak German. This one's built on the Peugeot 3008's platform, and that single decision changes the argument completely. The 7-slot grille is still there, now a gloss black panel that reads more like an EV signature than an off-road threat. The body is boxier than the old one, 150mm longer, 85mm wider. Scratch-resistant cladding runs the length of the lower body, the sort of thing you stop noticing until you reverse into a hedge. It looks like a Jeep. This time, it looks intentional. Step in, and the cabin feels rugged on purpose. Rubber mats where carpet usually lives, hard surfaces that look like they expect mud, and a sense that this interior was built for people who actually do things on Saturdays. It's not plush. It's not trying to be plush. It feels like a Jeep should feel, and I mean that as a compliment. You sit in the driver's seat, and your right hand falls onto a rotary drive mode selector. Good. Above it, a 10-inch digital instrument display and a 16-inch infotainment screen that, if you've been in a Peugeot or Opel lately, you already know. The screen is quick, responsive, familiar. The Focal Premium audio in this altitude spec is the first thing in here that made me stop and notice. Sport mode actually changes something, unlike in some Stellantis cars I won't name. The one decision Jeep made in here that the Peugeot 3008 didn't make is the argument of the verdict. The Qashqai has about the same legroom, the Sportage, a little more. The Compass sits in the middle, which in practice means if you're 6 feet tall sitting behind your own driving position, your knees clear the seat back and your head clears the roof. Picture a Saturday morning, car seat behind the driver, dog in the middle, a weekly shop, 2 adults, floor is flat, doors open wide, you're not fighting it. And the boot is where this car stops being just a Peugeot 3008 with a different grille. That is next. 550 liters. On paper, 45 more than the old Compass, competitive against the Qashqai and Sportage, beaten by the Kodiaq. The floor is flat when the 40-20-40 rear bench folds, there's a useful underfloor compartment for cables or muddy boots, and the aperture is square enough to load a bike without negotiating. The cladding around the opening will scratch the first time you drag a suitcase over it. Jeep did the hard bit right. They missed the easy one. The conclusion on this car is not what I expected walking up to it. 145 horsepower total, 10 seconds flat to 100 kilometers per hour, about 10 seconds to 62 miles per hour, exactly as quick as it sounds. A 1.2 3-cylinder does the work. A 28 horsepower electric motor fills the gaps. A 6-speed dual clutch handles the shifts. 230 Newton-meters from the petrol, 50 from the motor. The honest flaw is the brake pedal. Lots of travel before it bites, then it grabs at the end. Real-world fuel sits around 7.9 liters per 100 kilometers, roughly 30 miles per gallon. The Peugeot 3008 drives almost identically. That's the argument and the problem. From 34,890 euros. As spec'd here, 47,592. If you buy a Jeep because the boxy shape and the ruggedized interior feel right, if you do gravel driveways and ski trips and actual outdoor life, the new Compass is the first one in a decade that won't embarrass you. If what you want is the best interior in this bracket, the Peugeot 3008 is the same car with a more interesting ambience, and it costs less. The Jeep badge costs you the difference. Whether that's a fair trade is your call. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.